Hello everybody, it is Fethend here, and today we're playing a nice fun game that everyone knows about. We're playing some Dark Souls 3, and something I want to make known real quick, I have not watched any playthroughs, I've barely watched any videos, I haven't read any guides. I basically have no idea what I'm walking into with this game. I have played the first two, and I was okay, but I was far from the best, so you guys get to watch me stumble through this. So, let's go ahead and roll right into it and wish me some luck.
Yes, indeed.
That's a little loud.
It is called Lothric, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge. In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones. When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves. Aldrich, saint of the deep, Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers. And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital. Yom the Giant. Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
Well, that was interesting. I always loved the Dark Souls lore, mostly because they don't tell you all of it. It's just kind of there. Set certain changes. What? It's actually something I do like about the Dark Souls games. It's just, notice how the armor doesn't have boobs on it. There's very few differences overall between the male and female characters. I'm gonna go with female though, just because. There are options here. I'm probably gonna stick with just standard knight, to be honest. It's changing like my starting items. Just because I tend to play a very, well, knight-like character. Very okay. Nope. 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 Ah. Gonna stick with the life ring. But, as I was saying, what was I saying? Oh, the lore in the Dark Souls games tends to be hidden for the most part. Like, you get a little bit just by playing, but most of it is in the description of your items. And even then, they leave huge gaps to be filled. But it's... the game is not kind in its brutality. What's going on? I mean, as they've kind of already pointed out, I'm playing an undead. I'm already dead. So it's, I mean, obviously the game can still kill you. I do have a health bar. So controls are all exactly as I remember them. It's good. I am playing on a controller just because some people can play these games with a mouse and keyboard. I am not one of those people. Oh, is that a poke? It is a poke. I want to go this way though. Step, yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, some people can play with keyboard and mouse. I am not one of those people. Just the level of control I need for this game, I cannot pull off with a keyboard and a mouse. Oh, I am bad at this. I hit the wrong button trying to roll. Ashen Essence Flask, what's that do? FP, what's FP? Scared me for a moment when the Spectre. That's something they do, is you'll occasionally get glimpses of other worlds. Well, okay, I failed to do the critical hit on that guy, but it's my preferred method of fighting. You'll see me try it again. I'll try a parry, but please keep in mind, I am bad at that. So... try one more. Oh, I actually kind of... okay, so I can't parry. Sorry, guys. I'm guessing FP is like my magic points. That's kind of new. I've never seen that before. So that's a backstab. Instead of doing 73 damage, two-hand weapon. It did 200. Yeah, take that. But yeah, I mean the game is, at its core, it's actually a really simplistic game. Turn back. No. One thing I'm about to show you is that I really should probably... I mean, I can see that thing's moving. That's clearly what I'm about to fight. But but I should probably have listened to that warning that said to turn back. What on earth is this thing? Oh, geez. Oh, yeah. This is... I'm gonna run. There was two options there. Yes, okay. There's basically two options. There's the sliver of a chance I'll actually kill it. Or there's the more likely option of me dying horribly. And I'd like to think I'm a good enough player to get the kill, but I'm probably not. I mean, I can say I've done more damage to it than it's done to me, but I'm willing to bet if it hits me, I'm dead. Woo. Come on, lock it back on, lock it back on. Oh, jeez. Oh, I expected a different attack. Okay, so that my shield actually blocks the whole damage of the swipe. That's actually really good to know. Oh, I missed. I missed. Oh, jeez. I died. So that went exactly how I was expecting. And you're probably going to see that little screen a lot. Because I'm not that great at this game. Anyways, to sprint, you just hold B and you sprint. It's pretty straight. It dropped down. Yeah, that was a classic case of I should have listened to the warnings they gave me and I chose not to because I'm an idiot. Just gonna kill this last guy over here real quick. Or he's gonna kill me, one of the two. I don't see much effect of hollowing though. Like, I did die. I saw that. But I don't think I have reduced max health, do I? Usually when you die, you start turning hollow, which is where you start to lose your mind to the undeadness technically. Obviously that doesn't actually happen because it's a video game. So I did lose some max health. I think. At least, no, that was just because I got hurt. Pokes are good because they usually have longer range, and you can usually get them through an enemy's defenses. I expected him to die in one hit. What do you... The rest of them did. Don't have any... But this seems like the wrong path, which to me means it's either the really wrong path or it's the only correct path. Just gotta wait on a stick guy here to get closer. See, he's using a spear. Oh, jeez. Did I mention I'm bad at this game? See, he's got some fire damage to his attack, so it actually did deal some damage through my shield. Some fire bombs. Those could be useful. I'm gonna go ahead and equip those. I'm not gonna... That's not showing me any, like, lore stuff on the items. I'll figure out how to do that later. Here, move above me. Backstab. So, as you can tell, backstabs do a ton of damage. That's why you should try to get backstabs. I mean, it shouldn't be your sole focus, because there are other ways. Click while dashing to jump. Gotta get better at jumping. Got it. While falling for a plunging attack. Plunging attacks do more damage too. In his case, we already know his fire portion of his damage anyway. Goes through my shield, so I just rolled to dodge. I'll give you a look at that in just a second. I want to try and jump on that and get my item. Because if there's one thing I know about Dark Souls, that's probably going to be a helpful item to have. Aha! Titanite shard. So those are used for, historically, upgrading your weapons. Anyways, so what I was going to show you. Let me get some explanation going on. So here, physical 100, magic, fire, lightning. It blocks 100% of physical damage, taking it out of my stamina instead. But as far as magic, fire, it only blocks a portion of that. And then my armor just adds some basic resist to everything, which just, it reduces damage when I do get hurt. So if I can't dodge the skill, it's still better to try and block it. But in the event I can't block it, or in the event I can't dodge it, blocking is still going to make me take less damage. Okay, so it is an enemy. Ow. He's got a wider range than I thought he would. A lot of fighting a boss like this comes down to learning what their patterns are. Oh geez. So I really don't want to get hit by the big overhead smash. That wrecked me. Even though I was blocking, it went, oh geez. Right through the fact I was blocking. didn't know he had a jumping attack like that. What the? What on earth is going on here? Okay, so... Ow. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, there it says protection made of steel has excellent physical blah blah blah. That's good. In that case, it's not really lore. That's basic information that pretty much everyone already knows. But yes, steel is protective. But sometimes it'll carry actual tidbits of lore, which is pretty cool. And notice how I'm back down to 0, or well now 60 souls. That's like a currency in this game, I suppose is the best way to describe it. Use souls on leveling up, buying stuff, it's everything. And I will be able to get my souls back. There's a fog gate where I fought that boss now. I just have to go through the fog gate and you can actually see him right there. Okay, so I know a little bit more about him now. Stamina back instead of attacking. So there's different types of damage you can do. There's blunt, piercing, and slashing. And then obviously your magic elements. Generally in PvE you want piercing because it's the hardest to defend against. I bet if I had a mace to do blunt damage, I'd be doing a lot better against Jumbo here. Because he's got that heavy armor, which is what... Ooh. I don't know how I blocked that. Tends to be... Blunt is usually more effective. Oh, he's doing his... Okay, so I just need to get away from that. Oh, come on. That is so not fair. I was standing up. Alright. So yeah, this one, a rather large dagger. Blah, blah, blah. That one had a little bit of actual lore attached to it. Still, this guy's not very nice. Why can't he be as easy as these things? Did I get a... Okay, so I did not actually get his sword. Does it kind of like explode on me? In the most cases with archer type enemies, you can actually dodge their bullets just by walking at the right angle. This time there's no way I'm going to be able to just rush in and get my souls back. He's going to make me work for him. Oh, I'm hit. Up, get up, get up, get up. My gear is probably a little heavy for my level. which does not help me with the whole moving about nimbly and getting up quickly. Shield down. You regen your stamina faster when your shield is down. Basically, the only thing that doesn't slow your stamina regen is walking. Ow. Man, this guy is tough. Why did I do that? That was the wrong button. Okay, so I gotta stay away from that hand. A bit better than I did. So yeah, there I ran out of stamina, which means he broke my guard. I got you this time. Aha! Where? Whew. Ember restored? What ember? Oh, bonfire. Oh, okay, look, in the top left there, my icon is different now. I'm guessing that's what it means by ember restored. Do I get his sword? No. Either. You know what? Did it not let me level up? It's not. So it's not like Dark Souls 1. I can't just level up at any bonfire. Oh, cool, I'm like all on fire now. So it's probably more like Dark Souls 2 in that there's certain times where I'm allowed to level up. I'll probably have to be at a specific bonfire, talk to a specific NPC, I don't know. But the bonfire refills your Estus Flask Broken Straight Sword. Historically, one of the most overpowered weapons. Second. This the Undead Asylum. The reason the Broken Straight Sword is historically overpowered is because you can attach bleed to it and it takes like no stamina to use. So you just keep hitting people with bleed. Go ahead and break his block and stab him. To break a block, by the way, you just tap forward and attack and you kick him. Well, Homered Bones. Those are just reusable items, well, not reusable, but consumable items that take you back to the nearest bonfire you rested at. And in No Death, No Bonfire runs, they are absolutely essential for quickly traveling. At least it was in Dark Souls 2, because it would take you back to the last one you activated. So you activate the fire bonfire and then don't activate any more. Fading soul, that's just a consumable that lets me get some free souls. I'm not going to use those until I find a place to level up. Backstab on that. So while backstabbing, you are invincible. Part of why I like to do it. I'll be honest. As you saw with that boss fight, I am not good at this game. So if I can get some invincibility frames, I'm gonna take them. Another fading soul. This screams Undead Asylum from Dark Souls 1, by the way. I feel like that's where I am. I don't actually think that's the case, but it's what it feels like to me. What on earth? Zombie dog. An ember. I assume. Check. Boosting HP until death. So yeah, that's the embers. Kind of, it seems like the ember is more like the human effigy of Dark Souls 2. Firelink Shrine, really? So this was a place in the first Dark Souls. It didn't look anything like this. That's for sure. Yeah, that seemed familiar. Soul of a deserted corpse. It's locked. I'm just gonna do a little bit of exploration in Firelink Shrine real quick. Because the Firelink Shrine I remember was a very small place. And it's where you went after the Undead Asylum, actually. But it still doesn't, it's not right, because you fly out of there. Bonfire will deliver thee to Lothric. Don't know where Lothric is. Lordric is where Dark Souls 2 was. I think, was Lothric Dark Souls 1? It's been so long since I played that I just can't remember anymore. Bad guy. Yeah.
Ah, another one roused from the sleep of death. Well, you're not alone. We unkindled are worthless. Can't even die right. Gives me conniptions. And they'd have us seek the Lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. But we're talking true legends, with the metal to link the fire. We're not fit to lick their boots. Don't you think? What a sick... Asking us to seek the Lords of Cinder. We're talking true legends. Those who would...
Okay. I don't know when I'm gonna return. Jeez. Thought that ghost spirit thing was a bad guy. Panic. Embed the coiled sword first.
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one. I am a firekeeper. I tend to the flame, and tend to thee. The lords have left their thrones, and must be delivered to them. To this end, I am at thy side.
Ah, so you are how I level up.
Then touch the darkness within me, take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
Okay, so the stats are all pretty basic, really. I'll just let it quickly say what each one does. Vigor, HP, and resistance to frost. FP. Determine number of attunement slots. Attunement slots are where you put your spells. Stamina, resistance to bleeding. Physical defense, maximum equip load. So I'll probably put a few points into that one, just because honestly, I need it. So powerful and heavy weapons. Resistance to fire and improves attack strength. Strength and dexterity are pretty basic. That's basically what I'm going to go for. Is a strength dex build. Let's go ahead and throw those on real quick.
Farewell, Ashen May the Flame.
And I'm gonna use those souls I got real fast. That's not much. Expect it to be much. There's no option to just use all three. All two. So let's see if that's enough to get my dexterity to 15 as well. Now I'm about half of what I need.
Farewell, Ashen May the
I should have talked. Hello.
A pleasure to make thine acquaintance. I am but a humble handmaid of the shrine.
It looks like the fire witches from Dark Souls 2.
I've lots of little things, and yes, I'm undead too. Ashen One, fetch souls, as is thy wont.
Tools. So this is just to do co-op. It's something I'll probably end up buying eventually. I don't plan on letting myself get summoned to other people, but I probably will. I'm gonna have to get that eventually. So I actually have enough to use that. I might buy it just because an extra health or an extra spell. To heal is generally useful. I would also need to buy, which is item bound. Interesting. I guess a talisman? Oh, there we go. X is for item. So I would also need to buy a talisman. Can't afford to do both, and she doesn't have any maces. So because of that, I'm gonna essentially get absolutely nothing. She also does not have a bow. Bows are useful too, just because it not hit talk. Just because having a bow helps you to sort of funnel enemies to fight them how you want them.
Well, I am not as a
Oh, it's Andre!
For you're in search of the Lords of a toilsome journey. Let me, I am a smith.
Force weapon, infused weapon, a lot Estus. Ooh. You know, before I do that, Estus shards.
Pretty big, I don't want to say.
Okay, so let's see if I'm right. Required to use spells and skills. Use the Ashen Estus Flask or rest at a bonfire. So I don't have any of those right now. So I'm going to allot all of my uses to the Estus Flask for now. Just because for right now the Estus Flask for health is just more useful to me. Alright. Where did that guy run? Through here, right? And no. What's on this side? Another drop to uncertainty? Yep. I'm not big on drops to uncertainty, but I have a feeling it's just gonna be over here. Been wrong, so it is over here though, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so those drops are completely harmless. I don't have to worry about them. But where was that, hello? Just another way. Where did I see... What's that? Huh. Okay, all the thrones have little things written on the backs of them. But anyways, as I was going to say, it seems to me... Oh. Well, I feel dumb now. That I obviously need to move forward by sticking the sword in. And making a bonfire. And spell, organize storage, burn undead bone shards. I'm gonna sell that broken straight sword because they can be good, but I don't like them, so I'm not going to use it. 3 souls is not worth it. I'm just gonna collect things instead. So I guess I will try traveling. High wall of love. See, like right there, you get a little bit of lore from some of the items. It's ill-advised to attack walls because that also drains durability on your items. Although it looks like it's Dark Souls 2, where your durability is restored by resting. And if it gets broken, I have to talk to Andre to fix it. Which is also why I roll through the boxes attacking. Well, that's creepy. Look at that view, though. Some chairs. Sir Wymark. I don't want to do any summons until I'm, like, at bosses. Because usually people will actually drop their summon stones at the boss. I don't have to worry about it that much. I'm gonna go this way. This way looks like it'll be easier. What's going on here? Oh geez. Okay, so it didn't anger all of them, just sword guy. One of them managed to nick me. It may seem easy right now because I'm just cutting a swath through these guys, but you notice they're also not fighting back. Most of them. Those aren't really intended as enemies, but I'm going to use them for a few free souls. And I saw you hiding behind that box. I'm not the only one that knows how to shield break. Got a big axe. So I have to keep an eye out for hints on the ground, because I'm guessing there's going to be hidden doors in this game just as well as there are the others. Steel soldier helm. Woohoo! Fire crossbow. Crossbow guy. Come on. That's another common way to get the shield guys to lower their shields, is you can usually bait them to attacking just by attacking them and hitting their shield. There's all that noise up here. Could I have gone up here to do more effective things? No, no. Okay. That answers my question. See, if I had a bow, I would just steadily chip away at its wing. I don't have a bow, so I can't actually do that. But he seems pretty fixated on attacking in that direction. Hello, Mr. Wandering Knight. Ow. Okay, so this guy screams Black Knight from Dark Souls 1. Based on the fact he's completely handing me my ass right now. I'll be honest, that dragon's kind of getting annoying now. It's not open from this side. Okay. That's how you backstab. Caution is not something, it's something you cannot have too much of in this game. No such thing as being too careful. For example, I chose to kill that guy instead of going for this item first. Which turned out to be a few firebombs. And I kind of want to see what's up here. Bonfire. We've got a few more minutes, so we'll do a little exploring on the way down before we head back up. Actually use that bonfire. Use your visual cues, guys. No idea that guy was there if it wasn't for the visual cue of him yelling at me. Why is there so many bloodstains here? I'm gonna go back inside. Go a little lower, see what else is here. Big axe. That's the benefit of the big weapon, guys, is they're usually pretty slow. Dark required ahead. Locked. Does that mean I can't be embers to go in there? No, you may not throw any more of those, because this entire room is covered in an explosive. Throwing knives. I would need probably a couple hundred, based on my experience with dragons, a couple hundred arrows to have a chance of killing it. Where am I going? Locked. And it's a dead end. Okay. Well, I didn't see any ways further down, so... except for that door, which I can't open. And I'm not gonna go get myself killed just to try. Was it through here? Yeah. No. curiosity ahead. This guy? He can't be. Oh, jeez. Climb, 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 climb. I'll come back for you. Yeah, I'll come back for him. He'll be part of the next episode. Because I'm running on time right now, and I don't like the big black slimy guys. Yeah, last guy that it was covered in slime kind of wrecked me for a while, so. Okay, so there actually is stairway. Let's go ahead and go up a little bit. Just I went up a little bit. Okay. So I actually have to kill that guy in the next episode then. Is my dragon gone? Nope, dragon's still there. Alright. Well, I guess next time we're gonna go fight slime guy over there. Is he not slimy anymore? Yeah, we'll go fight slime guy over there next time. For now, if you've been enjoying it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.